V-Gates, guys, coming at you today. We're going to do a battle report. I got my son here, my nephew, myself. We're going to play the same, pretty much the same army list we had last time, which was the Soviet tank battalion up against the German heavy tank company. So we're going to show you basically the layout of the board. We've done the initial deployment phase, we've done the initial move for the Soviets, and now the Germans are doing their initial move. So we have the Soviets are basically massing their forces mostly on the right flank to move up to the objective, which is the same as the last battle report. And then we got the Germans are doing their initial move. So we got Panthers, again, more Panthers. And then we've got one less King Tiger tank to make the point list come out almost perfectly even. So there you have it. Alright, are you going to come up here and make some moves?
I just need to figure out what I gotta roll for these things. It doesn't say.
For the unreliable. So now we're figuring out what the elephants are moving up the thing. I'm pretty sure it's just a bog, basically a bogging check. It might be on that.
Right, I have it right here. It just doesn't say what that is.
So I put up these little lists here, so it might be like on, you know, it'll be listed what I think, where you do your bogging check, which is basically what we're trying to figure out is those elephants. They're a slow, unreliable tank, and I'm pretty sure I think it comes down to just doing like a bogging check, which would be.
And I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, we'll figure it out. So we figured out we're just going to do a skill check to get those elephants to the top of the hill. And what'd you get? 3?
2. Bogged down.
The other guy's bogged down going up the hill. The crew has to get out and fix the track. Because Hitler made them rush too fast to make those things. They weren't ready for battle yet. Thanks, Hitler. You're great.
Alright, I think my call it.
Very well done.
Fire.
Where's your text? What did you say what you got?
Okay. That's all.
Overloaded.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were useless. They were great guns, but they couldn't go anywhere hardly.
An overloaded vehicle must.
And they had to transport them around on trains, you know.
An overloaded vehicle must re-roll successful skill tests to cross very difficult going.
That's not.
I wouldn't say very difficult going.
That would be.
That's
very
rough. That's like rough terrain.
That's very difficult going. It's the same thing.
It's an incline, you know.
It's just a hill.
Then how do you determine that what it is or not?
Common sense thing.
Where does it say these things?
Look right there, rough terrain, no bogging down, checks in, slow going.
Yes.
So
See, this is how 50% of the game goes, is arguing over rules.
That's difficult going. You have to re-roll your successful rolls.
I don't think so.
All right, guys, chime in on the comments section.
Okay.
I think we've interpreted this rule correctly.
Unreliable is just for if you're moving in the battle.
So basically my game plan for the Soviets is, like in the last battle report we talked about not dividing your forces too much. So that's kind of what I'm going to go with at this point. I'm going to not really divide the forces, but I'm going to try to use them more strategically.
I'm not saying that's very difficult going, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Alright, are the Germans done moving?
Well then what would you consider very good? That's called rough terrain.
Trees, like
Moving into like forest,
You
because
can't
you
get
could
up
hit a
that.
stump or you could hit a...
Inaccessible. That's very difficult going.
It's
If we
rough
made it-
terrain.
Because this is already cross country. This is already already cross country.
Right, but a hill is more like.
Well, I know how it's not as it looks smooth.
And this
it's not
is
smooth.
this is very difficult going. That's what I would say.
I would say it's difficult because it's a hill. It's not like he's moving in the woods.
That's
you know?
that's what they call that. Rough terrain is very difficult going. It says it right there in the language.
Huh?
Roll a skill test to avoid bogging down in very difficult going. That's rough terrain. Any rough terrain is very difficult going. Regardless.
And so your argument is that it's a
He has to re-roll his successful bog test.
wow. And where did that come from in the rule?
Because these tanks are overloaded.
How does it say that?
Yes, it says overloaded, and I'm looking at the rule
Yeah,
right here.
and it says it's very difficult going, which going up the hill
Yes.
I don't think is.
Yeah, but it says it right here. Rough terrain is very difficult going. Roll a skill test to avoid bogging down in very difficult going. And it's
Fine.
under the rough terrain.
So he's got to roll twice.
If he succeeds.
A successful roll twice.
Twice.
Okay. All right, guys. So that's the ruling.
I'm just trying to go by the rules.
He still goes, but the other guy, the other King Tiger, bogged down halfway up the hill. It went.
The L. The L.
It choked. I mean, he let the clutch out too fast, and it killed it. All right, are the Germans done? You still moving?
Well, I'm done moving. I'm gonna see if I can't shoot at you.
So, see, a lot of these German tanks have 40-inch. Okay, so that's a King Tiger, so it gets a 40-inch.
Just one round though, because he moved.
All right. So 40 inches, take a shot. So we got a shot going at this ISU 122. I'm not familiar with the Soviets as much.
I've yet to move
ISU 122.
Okay. Now I'm ready to shoot. Let's shoot tank round first.
So ISU 122. This is the nice thing about that new program I got. We got everything, all the stats right there for us, guys. And we are looking at a front armor is a 9.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So I gotta refresh here. So to hit, it'd be a 3 normally, but it's over 16, so it's 4, right?
It'll be on your little, this is like little refresher sheet, because I have to refresh myself too. So it goes shooting, score 2 hits. So your target is trained, so you're gonna need a 3 plus 1 if it's over 16. So you're gonna need a 4.
Okay.
Right here we got these nice little refresher sheets.
Got a 6.
Alright, so you hit me. Now you gotta see if you penetrated. So I'm a 9 and your anti-tank is
16. But I think your armor gets +1, right?
because it's over 16.
Yep.
Right. So 10.
So you can tie it with a 6.
Yeah, so it's an automatic hit with the King Tiger unless you roll. If you roll a 6, then I get to roll to see if it's bailed. Correct?
Well, that's what you're trying to do. Because you're gonna roll like 9. Oh, nothing.
Okay, so I get I get bailed.
No,
All
he's not bailed out. Nothing happened.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
because
you had to get a 3 or better.
Yep.
So you got a 2. Damn, I got lucky.
Yeah. Damn.
All right, he had Germans had 1 shot, so I'm gonna do my movement and then see if I have any shots, which I doubt. But
I was gonna call for fire on you real quick.
I mean, calling in artillery.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell Nick we have gin and rum. We don't have alcohol very often in the house, so
Where's that Timberland at? Oh, it's over there.
other than high power beer or high quality beer.
Oh.
So tell Nick to come back if he wants gin and rum. My son's going to a graduation party and hopefully he'll be back with another friend.
What's that? 1 or 2? It's really close to that one, but I wouldn't count that one. It's just catching the side of that one.
I say 2. I say those 2.
Okay. So we'll range in on that guy. I gotta really refresh myself now.
Okay, so roll to range in. We're going to do a roll to range in, which would be on the other side of the sheet, which is artillery.
Target.
Roll to hit. Trained, so, and then it's 4. Oh yeah, you're right, 3. Did you get it?
I haven't rolled yet. 2. We can re-roll, right? You get 3
Yeah,
chances.
you get 3 chances, exactly.
4. So
So you ranged in a second attempt. If you had on the second attempt, I get a +1 on my roll to hit. So now you hit. You roll 2 dice for 2 targets, and you need to roll
Fours,
trained.
right?
So you need to roll. It's a 5 since you +1.
wow, it's that
Trained,
high.
yeah, trained is 4,
Oh, yep.
and +1. So you need 5s. 2 5s. 2 5s.
Oh, it's the other way around though. The artillery that's shooting, that's what the score is. You know what I'm saying? So since I'm a veteran, it's a 3.
Oh, you're right.
+1.
Yeah, so it's a 4.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, then it goes to what's shooting. Okay, so I need 4. 2, 5 and 6.
Okay, so you got both of them.
What artillery is this?
The 152s, I
Or
think.
105?
It'll be on your army list. And then I've got 122s. The top is a 2. Top is a armor of 2.
4. I mean, you take a 4. So you can roll to save, right?
Right, that's my roll.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll 2, and I need 4s. Get back
Those
here.
you need 2s? 2s to tie, 3 to save?
2 to tie, 3 to save. I got a 6 and a 1.
Uh-oh.
So now you gotta do a firepower, don't you?
Yep. So 4. Pretty sure. Yep. So 1 saved. This is to see if he's dead or bailed out. Bailed out.
So one's bailed out. Damn it. So we're gonna go.
Totally ineffective turn.
Bailed out. There it is. Bailed out. There we go. Soviet's turn. Coming up next.